Hello, I'm Bishop Garland Hunt, and this is the Power of Hope devotional. Listen, it's good to see you guys. I appreciate so much that you've been so faithful watching me. And I just want to encourage you, tell you something. By the way, let me just say this to those of you that are in the city. I want to invite you to 6060 Spalding, the Father's house. And listen, by the way, since I was last with you, we have closed on this property. So up to now, we were actually renting our space here, but now we own it. We own 5.5 acres here in Peachtree Corners, and it's ours. The Father's house is right here, 6060 Spalding, Peachtree Corners in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Please come join us. Please get a chance to be with us and celebrate with us. So we're very, very excited now. We are homeowners. We're church owners right here owning this property, and we're excited about what God is doing. We are. So sharing our excitement with you. Would you please? So I want to talk to you about wheat and tares. Maybe you could even say wheat and weeds. Hey, listen, when I came to my home, speaking when I first came to home, the previous owner was not really that great with the yard. So I noticed that as the grass would grow, when it was cut, it looked pretty good. But as the grass would grow, there were weeds in the grass. There were weeds, and so usually the weeds would actually grow a lot faster than the grass would grow. But if you cut it, you didn't see it as well, but the weeds were there, so at some point the weeds and the grass grew together. And it reminds me of scripture where the Lord is talking about actually Matthew 13, and it talks about how that while they were asleep, someone came and said, while the night as the workers slept, the enemy came and planted weeds among the wheat and slipped away. So it was an intent to somehow to come against the crop that was coming, and so they felt like the weeds would come in and choke it out. So they said enemy came in and put weeds in. And so I want to ask you this question: are there weeds in your wheat? Are there weeds in your character? Are there weeds in people that know you? Can they see good and bad within you? Are there things with you? The Bible talks about how even things that you say, you won't. How can good and positive things, how the blessings and curses can come out of your mouth? And many of you know you're guilty of that. I mean, what I'm saying is there are times that you can be just as sweet as you can be, and then sometimes you can be a little evil. In other words, there are times that you have almost like split personalities, but maybe I say split Christianity. It's split. In other words, you're Christian sometimes, but sometimes you're not Christian in terms of how you talk, how you think, what you say, what comes out of your mouth, things you do. So there are wheat and tares growing together. And so actually, he told them, let them grow together because eventually they will get cut off. Eventually, the master will get sick of it. But for a length of time, he will let those weeds and tares come until it's time for the laborers to come in and cut it off and throw them in bundles and put them in the fire. I want to just encourage you people, if you have tares, if you have weeds in your personality, if you have sin that is coming in, things that you do that represent the devil, but at the same time you're a Christian, you got to get rid of those tares in your life. You got to get rid of the words that you speak, the things that you do, whatever hinders the weeds coming up, the goodness of the Lord, the powerful blessing of God, the character of Christ. Anything that could possibly smuggle or choke out the character of Christ, get rid of it. Get rid of it before the Lord gets tired of it. I'm serious about that. See, because God is saying that he will let it grow together for a while until the time is up. Until the time is up. And I'm saying, is your time up for continuing to allow tares to be in your wheat, or weeds to be in your grass, or sin to be in your character? This is Bishop Garland Hunt. This is the Power of Hope devotional. I'll talk to you next time.